Hey Miranda, so how are you this week?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, what's going on in your life?
Just having a little bit more anxiety.
Anxiety. I remember we talked about that last time. Has it gotten any better?
Not really. It's gotten worse since finals are starting to come up, and I have a lot of tests all at once that I have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just getting really nervous about it. I mean, they're not coming up for another week or so, but I still just thinking about it, knowing like that they're gonna come, makes me really nervous.
Have you started studying for them yet?
No, because I still have other tests. Like I have a test today,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't just focus on my finals yet, and I'm not really sure what's going to be on them.
Have your teachers not told you yet?
No, not yet. We've been working on a lot of other stuff, just like papers and stuff, and that's been making me nervous too. So I've just been worrying about that.
Are you worried because you feel like you'll be unprepared?
Yeah, I think so. I just worry that I won't get things done or that I'll just fail and won't be able to get good grades.
So you kind of telling me that you're a little bit afraid of failure.
Yeah, definitely.
What what factors play into this? Like why are you so afraid of failure?
I don't know. I guess it's just that I worry that if I fail, then I won't be able to do what I want in the future. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, like if I fail stuff that I'm stupid.
Do you think other people are stupid when they fail?
No, I guess not. Like, I guess when other people fail, I mean, there might have been something else that happened. They had a bad day. But I think it's because if I fail, then it's going to affect me, so I'm stupid.
Well, you're not stupid if you fail, because there's always a reason where people don't do well. Either they're distracted by something, in their life, or they're worried about other things at the time, or there are just some classes that people aren't interested in, so they don't necessarily grasp all the information. Doesn't mean you're stupid. I mean, I know that I've had my fair share of, not doing well in classes because I'm not interested in it.
I'm just worried because a lot of the classes that I need, like for my major, some of the classes I've been doing badly in, and I'm just worried that maybe, I don't know, if I do bad in my major classes, like what does that say about my future job? Like how well will I do in my future job if I'm doing bad in my classes?
Are these classes interesting to you?
One of them's statistics, so no, not really. I hate math.
Are these classes that are going to be the same kind of concept of what you want your career to be? Or are these just kind of classes you just need for your major?
I mean, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to be a counseling psychologist or a clinical psychologist yet. And a clinical psychologist, I would have to use research.
Right.
So, I don't know. Like, research sounds fun, but statistics is not fun.
Statistics is not fun. You're right.
So, I'm just kind of nervous.
You're nervous.
Yeah, that if I, like, right now I have the option to do one or the other, but if I do badly, then I might not have that option at all.
Right.
Or if I want to get an internship as a research assistant, they'll pick somebody better over me because I won't have as good grades as some of the other people.
What do you think you can do to improve your grades?
I don't know. I feel like I've tried like everything, and nothing's really helping. I mean, I don't have bad grades.
Have you have you tried like tutoring center, the learning center?
No, I just feel I don't know. If I have to go get help from other people, I just feel like that's stupid. Like,
You feel like it's stupid?
yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think I should be able to do it all on my own.
I mean, everybody needs help once in a while,
That's true.
I mean, I'm proud of you that you feel independent enough to want to do it on your own. However, when it comes down to it, there's always something that someone can help you with if you're, are struggling a little bit.
That's true. I just don't like to get help. I just feel like it's hard to go get help, and I don't like asking.
Okay, so let's go back to what we talked about with your grades and how you afraid it'll affect your future. Is your future something that you find really important to you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't important.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Tell me more about what you want to do, maybe.
well, I know I want to go to grad school, and grad school is really competitive, so you have to have good grades to get into grad school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure yet, but I think I might go to doc school, which is even more competitive. So, I mean, it kind of sets up now for later. So, if I don't do well now, then I might not do well later and might end up working at McDonald's my whole life.
Is that a big worry for you that you'll end up working at McDonald's?
That's not McDonald's. That's kind of a joke. But just worried that maybe I'll end up doing something that I don't want to do, or like something that doesn't pay very well, because I know with only a 4-year psych degree there's really not a whole lot you can do. So if I do badly and I don't get into grad school, then I might kind of get screwed and not be able to do a whole lot with what I have. So
What do you think is bad, like doing badly? What does that mean to you?
like anything less than a B is bad.
Anything less than a B?
Yeah.
Right now, are you doing badly as you define it
And one of my classes.
in one of your
definitely,
classes?
Yeah. Mhm.
But the others, you're okay?
Yeah, I just feel like that one class could like bring everything down. Like I don't want my GPA to
Mm-hmm.
get down. So
I don't think that one class will be extremely catastrophic to your GPA, and I think that once you start getting more into your major and finding those classes that you really enjoy, those are going to really bring up your grade, because they're going to be things you enjoy learning about, you enjoy writing about, and you're not going to have as much of a problem getting the grades you need.
that's true, I guess.
And you can always talk to your professors and even your advisor. Maybe ask about possible internships that, if you're worried about your grade, you can ask the criteria or ask if there's any less demanding internships. Any experience at all would be helpful.
That's true. I guess I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe I just worry too much about stuff. And all the small stuff.
Why do you think that is?
I don't really know. I think I just worry that like the small stuff is gonna build up and then it'll like, explode in my face. So like, I mean, if I forget to do one thing, then I forget to do other things. Like,
Are you worried about being really overwhelmed?
kinda, yeah. Like, I mean, it's usually not one big paper that stresses me out. It's like, small paper and then math homework, and then I have to go to the study session, and then I have to go do this, and it's like all this stuff.
Do you feel that there's not enough time to do everything you have to do?
Definitely, yeah. I definitely feel like that.
How do you budget your time?
Well, most of my time is spent on school stuff and my friends. So,
Do you feel like you do well in budgeting when it's time for homework, when it's time for studying, as opposed to hanging out with friends?
sometimes it's hard, especially since my roommate is bringing her boyfriend over now. So I feel like I can't go in there when he's in there. So, and then I go in my friend's room, and it's really hard for me to study in there.
Then do you have anywhere else you could study besides those two?
I mean, I usually go to the library during the day, but when I come back from the library and her boyfriend's there, it's hard for me to want to go back to the library again the second time that day.
Maybe you should try talking with your roommate, setting some kind of ground rules on when it's time to study. You kind of need to have your room as a study place.
Yeah, I mean, I could go in the study lounge and maybe there's always people in there.
There are always a lot of people in the study lounges.
It's not really the study lounge.
Right. They're either playing games or being distracting.
Yeah, and then especially since in my dorm, the study lounge is right across from the kitchen. So
Is it?
hear all that noise.
Oh, I
So-
get it. Yeah.
It's just hard to find somewhere to focus, besides the library. And even in the library, there's a lot of people there. Like on the first floor, I never go there, and then on the 2nd floor, sometimes people take my spot, and they're really loud. It
Really?
makes me mad.
If you want a quiet place, usually 4th floor, you have to be quiet.
That's true. I never really go up there. I don't know why.
If you need that silence, then maybe that's something that's what you need. You need that complete silence. That way you don't have your roommate and her boyfriend distracting you. You don't have a TV there to possibly distract you. You just have you in the library.
Yeah, it's just really hard sometimes to focus with all that noise around and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you get distracted pretty easily?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just sit there and think about all this other stuff that I have to be doing. So I don't know. I can't focus on what I'm doing right at that moment because I'm thinking about all this other stuff.
So you're saying your mind wanders a lot?
Yeah, just sometimes I have trouble sleeping because I lay awake and think of all these things I could be doing instead of just sleeping.
Do you wake up really tired because of this?
Yeah, I feel like that's another part of it. I'm tired all of the time.
Mm-hmm. And this is because of your stressors that are worrying you?
Yeah. I just feel like I could be, I know you need sleep, but I just feel like I could be awake and doing stuff and doing homework and finishing stuff, but instead I'm just laying in bed and being lazy and I don't know.
Well, all sleep is good, and that's so, because if you were to stay up really late and do your homework, you're not doing it at your best ability because your brain is mentally exhausted.
I just feel like I need more sleep than other people. Some people are fine with just 5 hours and they can do all this stuff, but I need 8 hours of sleep.
That's exactly how I am.
Yeah. Yeah, so you understand. It's just it's just really annoying because I feel like people who only need 5 hours, it's 3 hours extra that they get to do stuff that I have to use for sleep. So.
True. So I feel like that might be a very rare instance though where people can function of only 5 hours every day, because that is a minimal amount of sleep, and they're probably not functioning at full capacity like people who get 7 to 8.
It's just I hear people talking all the time, and they're like, "Oh, I only got 2 hours of sleep last night," but they're at class and all this stuff. It just makes me feel kind of lazy.
So you feel lazy? Well, I don't think you're lazy. I think you do a very good job in doing what you need to do based on all the sessions we've had. You seem to be doing them very well, and your anxiety does seem to be improving a little bit. So this session we talked about your test anxiety, worrying about your grades in your future, and next session we'll come up with a plan to help you out there.
All right, thank you.